Hey there friends, I am back on the floor. Welcome to the Big Book. I took this acting class, a Meisner class. It's like a method acting class. And they give you different techniques of how to kind of talk more comfortably and be comfortable with your character and saying your lines. And one of the things that they said was to always be having an activity to do. So I want to talk about Book of the Month. I have been subscribed to them for a year. I have some feelings about it, and this year they made a bunch of changes that you could see in their February box. And I know a lot of booktubers on here do subscribe to Book of the Month. So I wanted to kind of talk about it, see what you guys think and whether or not you care. Was they got rid of the judges, and the judges were such an integral part of the subscription box because they would have little pictures of them and they would have an essay on how the judge connected to the book. And I know a lot of people they love the judges because it was like getting a book recommendation from your friend. And I don't know if I connected with the judges a lot. I did connect with them. I listened to All the Books podcast, and Liberty, she was a judge for Book of the Month. And so I would really kind of know what kind of books I would trust from her and what kind of books I did not trust from her. I think I trusted her contemporary taste. Some of the judges I learned not to trust. If they recommended a book, I was eh. So they got rid of the judges, and I'm just kind of confused as to why. I saw a lot of people on Instagram talking about how they are unsubscribing to Book of the Month because they feel like it is going in a direction to appeal more to their mainstream audience. Maybe their judges were too niche for what they're going for. Liberty is a part of Book Riot. People who are more mainstream readers aren't gonna care about what somebody on Book Riot is gonna say about something, because what the hell is Book Riot? You talk to me about Oprah's book list, which is people wanted to connect more with judges who were famous. And I don't know how many famous people really read. So I think they might have gotten rid of judges because of that. And also I know that they have a TV commercial, which is just such a bold move to, I don't know if it just airs in New York or it's a nationally aired TV. I don't even own a TV. But you're trying to reach such a wide market once you start paying for TV commercial ads. That shit is expensive. And most people, unless if you're a major corporation, I think it's pretty clear who they want their audience to be. Another thing they got rid of was the sneak peek. So they used to be able to, you could look at kind of on Amazon or Google, they're read the first few pages. They would have that on the website where you could read the first few pages of the book, which is really nice because you can see if you can connect with the reading style or the writing style, which is really important. That was one tool that I used a lot. I would always look at the sneak peek to see if I liked how it was written before I committed to buying it. Another thing they got that I actually really like, icons. They make a lot of sense. They're just icons, and they're this was a quick read, this was a light read, this is feminist, this talks about social issues, blah, 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 blah. And I really like that. I really like to be able to look at something and be okay, I can expect this to be heavy or long or dense or, I thought those were super helpful. But I don't really see why you just couldn't keep what you already had, in the first place. Why couldn't you keep the judges? I don't know. I didn't really research a lot. I just looked at the website and some different comments on their social pages. I get a lot of books from them. Sometimes they have really, really good books. This month I got 2 books that I'm super excited about. I got the new Kristen Hanna book, and then I got An American Marriage, somebody whose husband got incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. And then he gets exonerated. And I love shit like that. I love anything about the prison or the judicial system because it's just quite fucked up how America really handles it. I'm interested in that kind of stuff. And I don't know if I've specifically read a fiction that covers things like that. So I'm really excited for that. But then I've also read some trash books from Book of the Month that just missed the mark. I have actually a Goodreads shelf called Trust Fund New York, and it's basically about all these people, characters that live in New York and have a trust fund. And Book of the Month really likes talking about people like that. Like people who are involved in the arts and they have a trust fund. Like usually like one, and they live in New York City, because that's where like the subscription box is based out of. And I feel like at least like one pick a month will be kind of like that. And sometimes I do like that. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure, but it's also like, it's super shallow. And I just wonder like how their book taste or like the books that they do are gonna change. Like I feel like they're just kind of gonna be like Oprah's book club or some shit. I've noticed they have like a lot of thrillers lately, which is fine. I do like thrillers, but I don't know if I really trust their thriller taste that much. My expectations are just to like get a book from them every 3 months, because one thing I also don't like about it, this fucking branding everywhere. It says like book of the month, and then book of the month, book of the month. Anything that's branded, because I feel like it's not my job to fucking advertise for you, even though this kind of is. Like, I am advertising for you, book of the month right now. Yeah, I don't really like how branded they are, but I do like how there's new releases, and they like do have like pretty good taste. I don't know, 1 more month or some shit. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Maybe it's 2 more months, because I don't know if I trust them. I don't know if I trust like their book taste or just like the direction that they're going, because they seem that they're trying to like appeal to like a larger audience, which I understand. It is business, and like getting more people to read is not a bad thing, but if their taste starts to suffer even more, I just won't do it. And I really do like a lot of their contemporaries, because I do read a lot of contemporary. They were saying that they were just like doing all these changes on like different like customer feedback, and it's just like, okay, we'll see how it goes. Because I think like 3 or 4 of the books that I got from them last year, like I really loved, and they're like the best books I read all year. I just wanted to see how you guys felt about it, if you even give a shit, because you might not. That's a possibility, but you might also give a shit too. Tell me what you think. Yeah, because I know they've just been growing a lot, and just when things grow, it's always kind of like, oh, changes happen, but it's like, are really good changes? I don't know. That is all I have for today for my discussion, so I will talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.